Now, the church girl, she really looks the part. She wears the sundress, she bakes the sourdough, she has the Bible verses on her social media profile, and she has her hands raised at church. And it seems like everything checks out until you go a little bit deeper. So, is there any more than just the pretty hair and the makeup? Or is there something deeper going on? And that's where the woman of God comes in. Well, the woman of God, she's not just looking at the exterior appearance, but she's really spending time with the Lord. You know, she's reading the Psalms, she's getting to know who Jesus is, and she's allowing the Holy Spirit to change her character. She's in discipleship, and that's something that I don't really see very many women do, to be honest with you. I see most women who are just church girls. The vast majority of ladies you're going to find in Christian dating groups are church girls. They're not into discipleship, like the hard questions where you do a deep dive. You open up a chapter and say the Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John, and you really get into it. You say, hey, what stands out? What does it say about God? What does it say about people? And you have other people in your life that are holding you accountable. Like, the Holy Spirit shows something to you where you need to make a change in your life, and they hold you accountable for that change. Then they hold you accountable to share it with other people, to pass it on. That's what a woman of God is. And men, that's what you really need. And you also need to be in discipleship yourself. You have no right to ask for a woman of God unless you're going deep with Jesus too, working on that vertical relationship. And that's what everybody needs to do. Before you pursue a relationship with the opposite sex, you need to be in discipleship. You need to go deep, and you got to do that in a small group setting. It's not possible to do that on your Sunday service because your pastor can't go ask 100 people all those questions. There isn't time to deep dive or ask those things. So that's really kind of on you to seek that stuff out. If you want love in your relationship, you need to know who God is. You're not going to have a loving marriage unless, you know, God is at the center, and you got to take practical steps to cultivate your relationship with Him by knowing who He is, and having people are going to hold you accountable to that.